Hi guys, it's Sarah back from Sarah's Tarot, and today I'm doing what I think is part 3 of my deck collection series, and the theme of this one, which I think is pretty fun, is my 2020 and 2021 Kickstarter decks that I received, which 2020 is when I started reading tarot, so that means that when I started reading, I bought as many decks as I possibly could because I'm crazy, and I backed a lot of Kickstarter decks. So I'm just gonna get right into it. The first two are actually not tarot decks. The first two are other types of divination systems. The first one is the Stardust Tarot dice, which I haven't seen a lot. I forget the company that created it. It's like Space Delirium, I believe. They're Space Delirium. They're a French company. The dice come in this bag. Nice little velvet bag. The box is perfect for what it is. And then these dice are set up so that there are 13 of them. They're black and sparkly. They're 6-sided die. They're all 6-sided. Each one has, I'm not sure how they decided what card to put on what die, like if there was any rhyme or reason to that. But each one has 6 of, sorry, I'm trying to do the math in my head. They probably did it so that each one had one of each suit and then 1 or 2 major arcana, and then they substituted the rest. Sorry, I like thinking about that kind of stuff. Excuse me. So each one has 6 cards on it. I don't really know how else to explain it. Like this would be the 2 of Pentacles, 6 of Cups, 9 of Wands, Knight of Swords, and then, excuse me, oh my goodness. For each of the major arcana, there's a symbol. So this one is the devil. And you can see in the guidebook that each one comes and matches. So that is the Stardust Tarot dice. I love these. They're so much fun to use. You can either roll them all and you'll get 13 cards, which is kind of a lot, or you can stick your hand in the bag, take out a few, and roll them, and see how that works. Or you can just stick your hand in the bag, roll them around, pull one out, King of Swords. You know, there are a whole bunch of different ways that you can do it. So that, or those rather, are the Stardust Tarot dice by Space Delirium. The next deck is the Charmcast Tarot, which this is the plastic edition. I do not have the metal ones. I would not really want the metal ones. These, I'm not gonna dump them all out because there are so many of them. These I usually just kind of wiggle my hand around and pull some out. So we got the devil again. That's fun. I haven't pulled the devil in so long, so maybe I need to take note. Devil, Fool, 9 of Wands. Or you could dump them all out and I'll just dump some out. Just turn them all on their backs. Shuffle them up a little bit. And then pick one. The Moon. These are Rider-Waite-Smith based, so they have the traditional Rider-Waite-Smith imagery on them. They're super fun to use. I'm not sure if they're still available. I think the metal ones are available, but these are just super duper fun. Fun to use. All right, now moving on to actual decks. I had to show these off though. All right, so the first deck that I'm gonna show, I forget what year this one was. It was probably one of the later ones I got, but this is the Embroidered Forest Tarot by Alicia May. I'm not pronouncing her last name mostly because I can't read the font on this, or else I would try. This deck is no, it's not in order. All right. Guidebook comes with a poem for each suit and comes with just a little blurb for each one. It has the major arcana in the beginning. It has some spreads for the Wheel of the Year. I did not know that. I am going to put this deck to the side and copy those spreads into my journal. With credit to her, of course. So this is the Embroidered Forest Tarot. These are the backs, so they're not reversible. Silver gilded edges, so pretty. It is a little sharp, I think, if I understand what like the sharp and the soft gilding means. So basically what happened with, or not what happened, the idea behind this deck is that each of these images were embroidered and then taken as a picture and created into a tarot deck, which I think is insanely cool. She has so much talent. Oh my gosh, her embroidered graveyard oracle. Stop, don't even, when I get to my oracle collection, I can't wait to show that one off. It'll probably be the first one because it is one of my absolute favorites. So this deck, as we've kind of seen without me pointing out, the wands are purple, the cups are blue, the pentacles are gray, and the swords are like, they're blue also, but they're lighter blue. And then the major arcana are all different colors. They're all like individual images. So I'll show a few more cards. We'll end on that one because it's pretty. Ooh, the star. Oh, my birth card. Yay. All right, so that was the Embroidered Forest. I always want to say Embroidered Graveyard because I love that deck. Embroidered Forest Tarot by Alicia May. The next two decks, I know, okay, there's a lot of drama, and I don't want to sound mean, but it's just a lot of stupid drama from what I've read around these decks, and they are the Wandering Echo and the Wandering Moon Tarot. And it's not that there's drama around the decks, to me there's drama with the creator, because they, as one should, take it personally that people were out there stealing their artwork and making fake decks. I think their solution was, I'm just gonna stop making decks, and then they can't take my work. And I don't know, the way that it was handled just felt kind of ridiculous to me. That being said, it is Virgo season. This is one of my decks for Virgo season, the Wandering Moon Tarot. I'm going to start with the Wandering Echo because it's only the major arcana, and it's a pretty hefty guidebook for just being the major arcana. It looks like it has what it means. It has a little biography. It has what it means in the reading, upright keywords, reverse keywords, astrological association and considerations, tarot magic, and a journal prompt. Ooh, that's cool. I'm gonna look at this guidebook more later too. So this, we'll see, matches the gilding and the backs of the Wandering Moon Tarot. I love the style of these decks because they're very simple. They're so, look at this magician. I'm basically studying genetics, and forensics, so this is like the coolest thing to me. I meant forensics, not genetics. I am studying both, but whatever. We can see some of them are renamed. We can see it follows more of the Thoth system, whereas instead of strength being number 8, justice is number 8. Strength is renamed to fortitude. Yeah. And there are a few extras. So the cosmos, the self, the hidden realm, and the eastern skies. So this is a nice little majors only deck with a very, very extensive guidebook, as we just saw. And then the Wandering Moon Tarot. This was a 2021 deck. I'm like 99% sure. I remember getting this in the mail. This guidebook is insane. It talks about the artwork. It has upright and reversed keywords and a little blurb, little biography. Here. It may have had the same keywords. I wouldn't be mad if it had the same keywords. I'm sure a few of them are a little different. This has some spreads in the beginning about wandering and like being free. So same backs, same gilding, also sharp gilding. These cards are just super, super pretty. I love the way that she does the artwork because, sorry, just moving a deck to the side. I love the way that she, oh my gosh, I love archery. And that's my significator card. That's hysterical. What was I saying? I love this deck because of all of the white open space. I forget whose video I was watching, but someone was talking about Virgo energy and decks with more white space than more like covered from side to side and top to bottom in artwork. So in this deck, the suit of pentacles is no, I'm sorry. I have to think about it. Moons are pentacles and cups are stars. No. I lied. Reverse that. The moons are the cups. And then the stars are pentacles. Okay, stars, pentacles, moons, cups, because cups are round and so are the moons. I don't know. That makes sense to me. And pentacles, success, stars, you know, things make sense. So this is the Wandering Moon Tarot. It is very, very pretty. It's all hand drawn. I do remember that. I love this deck. I can't wait to use it this season because my tarot practice is now more centered around the astrological seasons and the moon phases than it has been in the past. So I'm excited. I really only started it with Leo season. So I'm excited to have it move on to the rest of, or have it translate to the rest of my practice throughout the year. Okay, I already did that one. The next deck was actually a 2021 Kickstarter, but I bought on AV Tarot Market like a month ago, which is kind of funny. And that is the Good Puppy Tarot. They have, from the research I did, they have the Good Puppy Tarot and the Good Dog Tarot. And originally it was just the Good Dog Tarot. And then they made a puppy version of all the dogs in that deck, which is like the cutest thing ever, in my opinion. So I don't want to shuffle this deck because, and I have another deck in this video with the exact same thing. I don't want to shuffle it because it's so pretty. because you can see the stars on the borders. But these are the backs. They're adorable. They're just little puppies. I'm gonna say that a lot. I guarantee it. I love animals. I'm literally going into veterinary forensics. Like, I love animals, and I want to protect them at all costs, essentially. So this is the Good Puppy Tarot, and again, from what I understand, the Good Dog Tarot is all of these dogs as like grown-ups, so they're just like larger and I guess doing more like dog activities. Well, what really is the difference between dog and puppy activities? My dog is 5 years old and has the energy of a puppy. I think that's because I just adopted her though, so she's just super duper excited. And has been for the past 3 months. She's just a cutie. I love my dog. Yeah, I'm too scared to shuffle this deck because of how pretty the borders are. I love that the cups are little dog bowls. That is so cute. Oh my gosh, little dogs. Little dogs. This deck obviously is small, is a mini deck. I probably should have zoomed the camera in, so I apologize. Pentacles are pentacles. I want to see what... Okay, swords are swords. And then wands are sticks. Oh, that's so cute. That's so cute. Okay, that is the Good Puppy Tarot. It seems like it would shuffle really well. I can't imagine that it wouldn't. Find the answers to all your questions with the Good Puppy Tarot deck, a mini tarot deck with an adorable twist. By Melon Square Studios, available on Etsy. Alright, the next 2 decks everybody knows, and I know that they just came out with... I know they have an Oracle deck, and they just came out with a tarot deck that I just saw Jennifer from Bohemian Rose Tarot post a video that everyone is getting their Heartwood Tarots. I did not order the Heartwood Tarot. I only have the Oak Ash and Thorn and the Smoke Ash and Embers. And I still have my certificate of authenticity from the Kickstarter. And this one, I have it somewhere. I have the note that came with it. I love these decks. I'm gonna make you look at them because I think they're gorgeous. I love, if you haven't seen them, they come with these little keyword cards. They come with these little keyword cards that are perfect. Okay. These are the backs of the Oak Ash and Thorn deck. I'm gonna take them both out if I can. Come on. No, you don't want to come out of the box. Okay, they do not want to come out of the box. Okay, there we go. These are the backs of these cards. All right, sorry. Thank you for putting up with me while I set that up. I'm starting to collect all of like the extra, not the extra like major arcana or whatever cards, but like the thank you cards and the blank cards if they come with them. And I'm gonna make something. I'll be creative eventually. So these are Oak Ash and Thorn, Smoke Ash and Embers. This one is more woodland creature themed. This one is more dragon themed. They're both very cool. I'm not gonna do a side-by-side comparison. I'm just gonna take chunks. I do like that there is a font difference between them, and I like that one is Roman numerals and one is just numbers. Extra cards, dragon cards. I can't really speak too much about these decks because I haven't used them a lot recently. I do remember that I'm pretty sure Oak, Ash, and Thorn, each suit has an animal that correlates with it. I know that for swords it's ravens, for cups I think we just saw it was chipmunks. Let's see, pentacles is rabbits. I'm not sure if the same kind of translates into smoke, ash, and embers. Yes, I had to make sure I was not mixing up the names. Smoke, ash, and embers. So they're both very, very nice decks. They're both heavy cardstock. I'll probably use these. I'm trying to think. Capricorn, Virgo. I wouldn't use them for Virgo season. Maybe I'd use them for Scorpio season. Because, well, this one for Scorpio season. I don't know. I have started not assigning, but relating elements to my decks so that when it is that time of season to change from one zodiac sign to another zodiac sign, I can have a better idea of what decks in my collection relate to what element. Again, Oak, Ash, and Thorn, Smoke, Ash, and Embers. What relates to each element so that I can have an easier time choosing my decks for that season. Okay, 5 more. I'm actually gonna switch the order though. All right, the next one is the Prism Tarot by Liz Landis, which I remember being so excited to get this deck. This was a 2020 Kickstarter. Of course it was a Kickstarter. I said they are all Kickstarters. 601 out of 661. The guidebook has spreads in the back. Ooh, that was a cool one. Wheel of Fortune spread. Interesting. Compass spread. Interesting. Okay, it talks about, not only does this, oh my gosh. Okay, it has so many symbols. And I'll get into that. Is the deck in order? Yes. Okay, that'll make it easier. I should really do an in-depth review of this deck, but it goes into each of the suits and it tells you what it is. It tells you the 3 zodiac signs associated with it. And then sorry, I'm going backwards. It has the story of the cards. And then for each card, it has astrological associations. Oh, that's cool. It's like it breaks down what significator cards would be. I forget the proper name. Like the wheel that has all of the significator cards. Like if I go to the 5 of Swords, it should say Aquarius. Yep, because that's me. So it has that. And then for the court cards, it has the correlation of what element goes with that as well, which always confuses me. It doesn't confuse me. I just need to study it. Anyway, okay. Comes with a map. I edged this deck in silver. It does not look that good, but that's okay. These are the backs. They're a little boring. They fit the deck though. I honestly couldn't see them being like a diamond or anything because I feel like that would be too much. They're a little boring, little plain. I think they fit the deck though. So this deck, this card stock is perfect. Putting this deck in order is a nightmare. Only because of having to deal with the court cards. I know that the king is air. And it feels like the queen would be cups. So then I just need to like sort out the other two in my head. And usually I can figure it out. I love the strength card. So this deck I had originally backed on Kickstarter, and then I changed my pledge to just receive one card. And I received the Knight of Wands. And then a little bit later I was like, you know what? I really want this deck. So I bought the deck. Surprise, surprise. This is the suit of wands. They're very pink. They have like the pink diamonds in them. See, like when they're in order, I know that this is the page, knight, queen, king. But if I were just to pull one in a reading, it would take me a little bit to figure it out. That's okay though. All right, the suit of cups are blue and green. The suit of swords are yellow and pink. I'm sorry, I'm going quickly. And then the pentacles are green and purple, which is gorgeous. And I'll just open this really quickly. A Companion for the Prison Tarot by Liz Landis. Yep, this is what I was talking about. So like my birthday is January 20th. So right here. Yep, King of Swords, a star, fixed air sign. This is cool. That's cool. I should look at this more. And then the Tree of Life on the back, which I was doing my Kabbalah study and then forgot about it because I had to do schoolwork, and then now I need to go back to it. So that is the Prism Tarot, which I feel like isn't seen a lot. So if you want a review of this deck, or you want me to go over the astrological compatibilities, hopefully in a more cohesive way, let me know. All right, the next deck. Oh my goodness. I spent so long looking for this deck because I did not back the Kickstarter. And then I spent so much money on it, which is nothing compared to, if you saw my last video, the Tarot Bartender challenge, and you heard me talk about how much I spent on my Bone, Stone, and Earth Flesh Tarot. Not as much as that, but this deck was still a good chunk of money for the time that I bought it. And that is the Solaris Tarot. And for those of you who don't know, it is the Star Wars themed tarot. And for those of you who don't know, which is going to be none of you, unless you're like my sister watching this, I love Adam Driver. So I needed this deck. This deck, these are the backs. It does not come with a guidebook. These are the edges. They're beautiful. These are the cards. Excuse me. They are also beautiful. We have Princess Leia. We have Rey. I'm pretty sure that's Padme, but I'm not sure. Anakin, yeah, so that had to be Padme. The Lover's card gets me every time. Come on, show me Adam Driver. It's very the new Star Wars movies based, though. So, meaning it has Adam Driver. So, I keep calling him Adam Driver. It has Kylo Ren. It has Rey. It has Mark Hamill as the Hermit. It has Luke Skywalker as the Hermit. Because in the later movie, or in the trilogy that was most recently released, he is a hermit. This Devil card is my favorite. The star doesn't make sense. I don't like it. But yeah, and then it's a pip deck. It's really nothing special. But the major arcana cards are just insane. And they make me feel so happy. And I was literally, it was my first year of college, and I was sitting on my friend, now ex-friend's floor, and I was looking up decks on Etsy, and I saw that there was one available, and I flipped my shit. And I was like, I need to buy it. So I did. And now it is in my possession. So the court cards, yeah, as we can see, are characters as well. And it's so cool how they're done. They're just like gold foil. So that is the Solaris Tarot, which is the Star Wars themed tarot deck, which is filling a hole in my heart, let's say. I love this deck. All right, the next two decks, I am like kind of friends with the creator, or I talk to them a lot. It's the Deck of Celestials and the Deck of Celestials 2nd edition. So I'm gonna start with the 2nd edition, because the 2nd edition was the more recently released with the Zodiac pack, which actually, we're gonna do this and this. Look at these. But look, it's the same thing. They have the stars, so I don't want to use the deck. Maybe I'll put these in my journal, actually. Okay, never mind. You are going back. In my Spacious Tarot, I combined the expansion and just put the guidebooks in like this box. But I don't think I'm going to do that. I'm going to hold on to you. Okay. Yes, these are the backs. They're absolutely stunning. I love Michaela Jensen so much. I love her decks. I was the first backer of the Deck of Celestials. Did I write down what number I was in this one? I don't think so. No. Let's start with the guidebook. Guidebook is surprisingly better to read than the other one. I will say that. Not the greatest in terms of legibility, but I like the background, so I think it's pretty. And then it goes into different spreads. The only thing is that it's so pretty that I don't want to use it. Because, I mean, first of all, it stands up on its own. That's insane. You're all seeing this, right? Okay, good. It's so pretty. And I don't want the stars to be ruined. But this, actually, now that I've done my rant about this one, I will take out the original, which you'll see 123 Kickstarter backers. I was the first one. I wrote the number one. This deck, or this book, is still legible, but it's smaller. And then it has one spread in the back. So upgrade to the guidebook. This one is just regular gilding. Come here, card. So difference to the artwork and difference. Maybe I'll do a comparison of these two also, because they're just so pretty. I like the font change again. This one is cool. I love the neon aspect of this one though. I like the lavenders. High Priestess is the same. Okay, I'm not gonna actually do a walkthrough. I'm gonna do what I did last time. And this is a pip deck, but in less of a way. So like you can see here, let me do this. 7. All right, so like you can see this deck, the 2nd edition is a lot more colorful and like neon. It has, even the backs are a little bit brighter. It has the numbering in purple with like that outline of purple rather than just plain. I love these decks. Oh, going through these makes me want to use them. I haven't touched these in so long. Like, all the artwork just seems like a little bit of an upgrade. And I don't mean that in a mean way. I mean, it seems like an upgrade no, not an upgrade. It seems like a development of the artwork, because you can see that, I'm going to use this and the Fool as the example. The Queen of Swords, this has the same direction as this. This one is just full-bodied. So it's more of just a subtle change. And if you're looking at the Fool, which I noticed as I pulled the decks out, it looks like it's the same character. They're just, one is looking down and one is looking to the side. Or one is walking that way and one is walking that way. So I love these decks. Michaela did a fantastic job on them. I wish I could use the second one, but I'm too scared. Oh. Yeah, so those are the decks of Celestials. Deck of Celestials 1, deck of Celestials number 2, and then my final deck that I have to show for today, I showed in my something video because I remember talking about it. And that is the Cosmic Visions Tarot by Jessica Shackleton. Was it Jessica Shackleton? I'm pretty sure it was. Yes, Jessica Shackleton. This deck lives in my heart. It has spreads in the beginning. It has explanations for each card. It has 2 keywords and then a little blurb, so it's fine. She is now a tattoo artist in Australia, and I swear if I had enough money to go to Australia, I would go just for the tattoo and then come back, because I would simply scream at the opportunity to get a tattoo by her. This deck is gilded in black. It's like the rose petal finish, but it's like a sexy one. I don't know. It doesn't stick. I'm even gonna shuffle them. Like, that was pretty good. It just makes me so happy. They don't spread that well, but that's okay, because I usually pick my cards instead of spreading and choosing that way. So this artwork, the deck came in either the black borders or the white borders, but the white borders I enjoyed a lot better, and it turned out that the white borders were the edition that we're going out of print first. So I was like, oh, I'm special, yay. I don't have to do it that way this time. So this deck was hand-drawn and then filled in with color in only small areas, like this river, like her hair. Oh, also there's a lot of nudity in this deck. Sorry, I don't think I mentioned that, but I don't think we've gotten to that yet. But you can see that it's black and white line work and then just highlighted with rainbows. And it just makes it the most beautiful, beautiful deck. And I love it so much. And yeah, if I can find, I'm gonna go a little quicker. I was gonna say, this was the card I wanted. The Divine is the 22nd card, this 22nd Major Arcana card. And it's just absolutely gorgeous. It's the sticker that I put on my water bottle. I remember the collection of stickers that I had, and this was one of them, and the sticker was silver and black, and it's on my purple Hydro Flask water bottle from like 4 years ago. Yeah, 3 years ago. Yeah, so that is the Cosmic Visions Tarot. And with that, I conclude my 2021 and some, okay, or don't go in the box. There we go. Okay, with that, I conclude my 2020 and 2021 Kickstarter tarot decks. Thank you so much for watching, as always, and I will see you next time. Have a good one.